welcome back, and now my thoughts on the WWE and what they've done in the last year. Now, to be honest with all of you, to me, the WWE has improved. I'm not going to say significantly, but they've improved a bunch in the last year that I've noticed since, everything that happened with the whole Chris Benoit situation and everything else. Now, I'll tell you, to me, the one thing that has been the most important, I think, in the last year is that the product has gotten better. I'm not saying that, it's completely changed and how it's the greatest thing ever. It's just, I think, the product is a little bit better than they were at this time last year. At this time last year, there was so much confusion, so much turmoil. There's so many guys that were out, that were injured. Some, I think, that were taking time off and never came back. And then, there are some things the WWE, that are hit and miss as far as where their strengths, where their weaknesses. To me, I still believe that the biggest weakness that the WWE has at this moment is the tag team division. I honestly believe that the tag team division in the WWE, as far as that goes, is at an all-time low, I think. And it's not because of who the champions are. I just want to say that for the record. You got Cody Rhodes and Hardcore Holly as the tag champs on Raw. You got John Morrison and The Miz as your tag team champions on SmackDown. Those two, especially Morrison and Miz, since they've won the title, have gelled together, have improved, and you can see how damn good of a tag team they are. With Rhodes and Holly, it is the story of Holly the veteran taking care of the younger wrestler. The problem with the tag team division is this. They do not have enough tag teams on either program to where you could say, hey, you know what? This tag team division on Raw is fantastic. I want to watch more tag team matches every week. That's where I think that's one of, if not the biggest weak spots in the WWE at this point in time is their tag team division. And another problem with the tag team division, I feel, is they just put guys together at random and see if they work or if they don't work. Now, Santino Marella and Carlito, that was a very good tag team that gelled together. You had two guys from two different countries, two different nationalities, and they should have been tag team champions some time ago, but WWE dropped the ball on them, and it really makes no sense. Now, another problem that I do have is how the roster is set up, and I'll talk about the draft tomorrow. But if you take a look at the guys on Raw and SmackDown and ECW, Raw has, I think, over 50 wrestlers or close to it, around that number. I want to say 30 to 50 that are on that show. They only get 2 hours a week, and because they got rid of Heat now, there are guys that aren't going to be on TV that much, and I feel that's a bit of a problem. You have too many people on your show. What you should do is you need, maybe give guys to SmackDown and ECW, especially ECW. ECW, I think there's like 7 or 8 people left on there, to be perfectly honest. And ECW, now with all these rumors that they may be only on WWE.com, that hurts ECW in a big way, because now when you have the pay-per-views and you see there's these 2 guys from ECW, you're like, who are these guys? I don't know them. I've never seen them before. And with SmackDown, really SmackDown is the only, I don't know if it's the only good thing or not. And I'll tell you why SmackDown is so good. Because they've got the best heel in the WWE, and it's not even a wrestler. It's Vickie Guerrero. Vickie Guerrero is the best heel on television today. She just brings that instant heat to her. It just comes to her. And I don't see it that much out of anybody. I mean, I can't really. Rock, Triple H, any man that Bobby the Brain Heenan ever managed, there are very few people in this business who can manage to have that kind of heat come towards them. And who would have ever thought in a million years that somebody would say the best heel on television today is Vicky Guerrero? Who would have ever imagined that? And then just to finish it off, you know, the women's division, I think it's starting to improve, and with the addition of a second women's title on SmackDown, I feel that could be very good. And I think what they should do is I think they should make the two of them very different and different contrast of styles. You could have the wrestling female wrestlers on Raw, and you could have the divas on SmackDown, and maybe ECW contend for those two. I think that's how you should split those two up. But to me, I think WWE has improved somewhat of a lot in the last year, and I think it's been for the better. Gonna take a break. TNA and Ring of Honor, how did they do in the last year?